everyone, and welcome to Kerki Comp. We've got 3 maps to score championship points, score 750 to become finalist, win around as finalist to become the winner. And first things first, we have brought back discovery rounds, but they're very short now. So 2 minutes just to kind of get a taster of each map before we have to start tryharding. First map is by DeeDeeNaNaNa. We've also got a collab from Tigerplaysonpc and Dragonshadow, and the final map will be by Shadynook. This map kind of feels like a Shadynook map, but it's the DD map. Actually, it gives old Kerki Comp vibes. Nice and flowy, a little bit hard to not skid. I wonder if this is going to be a steering limits map. Ugh. Not a lot of time in the discovery rounds. I would like to see the end of the track. I do appreciate that we have discovery rounds back, though. It is kind of stressful to actually be scoring points on your sight read runs. I know it got mixed reviews, but I think this is a good solution. Nice short discovery rounds, so that we can at least get a taster of the track without making it so that you could like have time to learn it. Just a brief taster. That is a very scary turn. I'm not going to enjoy that in shorter rounds. Ugh. Second place, only behind the mapper, so pretty good start. That does seem like a map that's going to suit me. It's just the simple flow, old Kern style, Icarus style. This is why I like DD maps. They're just really good. Alright, next, a battle of fire and ice. Tiger and Dragon. Oh, yeah, it is fire and ice. Probably first person, but I committed myself. Okay, and this is the wrong entrance to the bobsled. Bri is trying to enter. That piece is very sketchy to enter. I won't say it's not possible. I will say it's unlikely that you're gonna do that and actually survive. There are riskies on the side. I have apparently lost a front tire and made it into the end. I saw some people did not make it over the jump YOLO. And I see we have the bobsled complainers in chat. Pandamain and Quick Racer often leading the complaints against ice maps. Okay, so probably want to go wide there. And follow that sign that says to corkscrew that. Oh, and I have so much more speed now. Okay, risky's not bad if you have the speed. It's just making sure you have speed. Curran, I do believe, is racing today. Mackie and the mappers will be playing as nuisances. So kind of a tough map, but mostly just follow the signs and it goes in the direction you would want it to. Even that sight read, I somehow managed to stay on track the whole time despite being way offline. Final map is by Shadynook. This definitely looks like a Shadynook map. I was told before we started that this is an outtake from Showdown. Last Showdown competition was mapped by Shadynook and me. So this one, everyone fell off the track. But yes, to answer Shadynook's question in chat, this is from Showdown. Another thing to possibly consider is that showdown maps are generally perceived as being harder than maps from most other competitions. This turn in particular is a problem. Seems like people are getting times though. I don't think Shadynook could make a hard map if he wanted to. This is just, this is the style he builds in. And you know what? I appreciate it. Don't change Shadynook. Don't be like Curran and Ridal. We don't have to have hard maps. It's going to be hard for me to remember all of this map. There's a lot of turns that come at you very fast. At least the short warm-up round allows me to get at least one run through where I can see all the corners. But I certainly don't feel like I know this track yet. Very tight for that line. Okay, so that was the brief warm-up rounds, or discovery rounds, as we call them in this comp. 46 players in lobby, massive lobby for Kerki Comp. So now we score points, 100 points for a win. You'll see as we go. Timer will reset to, what, a minute and a half still? Yeah, 90 seconds when somebody gets a finish. Clean turn. Nice inside line, super smooth. To dart to the outside to set up for the next turn. Oh, that is so scary. It's such like a thin little hole you have to sneak through on that chicane toward the end. I want to see what this feels like just at 80% all the way through. Okay, somehow I was skidding more at a lower steering limit. So first jump, you don't want to be too far to the left because you've got the rocks that will block the path on that side. That's fine, that was actually just 70, I just didn't turn hard enough. This might be good at 80%. So the thing with the 80 steering limit that I really like is that it just kind of protects you from skidding a little bit. It's harder to oversteer when you can't hit 100%. 4th place, classic start. Oh, down to 5th place, but still 4th in point scoring. Might be good also. Just have to remember to get to the left side of the track there at checkpoint 4. Quick Racer, the first 100-point winner. Current Cobb Sandals, Mac Cheesy ahead of me in points. The nuisance is blocking some points here and there. That's probably going to be my best map of the 3. Although a lot of people struggle on ice. So... and apparently that was Quick Racer's first time seeing that map, and he's already won. It's a tough bobsled section to do without sliding all over the place. Oh, you don't want to be jumping like that. Everybody going for the right side risky as well. 4th place again. Kern Cobb leading the ice map, no surprises here. This map is less comfortable for me, but just the fact that I'm fairly confident on bobsled might make me, might give me a little bit of an advantage compared to most of this lobby. And then the final map also, I'm usually pretty good at Shadynook maps. Similar thing to the DD map, where it's kind of just smooth lines. That's where I tend to feel most confident. I'm going to reset because I'm sliding all over the place. Okay. Didn't really feel in control, but I think that was a little bit cleaner. It was a hard landing, though. Yeah, someone's flying past me. Orthros is much more speed. Oh, Orthros is out of control. Okay, pretty similar to my PB time. Was that a new PB, actually? Just barely, I think it was 0.15. Kern is fast at ice. That's... we haven't learned anything, that's just how it always is. So championship points will update on the right side in the mini leaderboard here. So Kern leads Quick Racer and Sandals, and then a big tie for fourth. Of course, I'm in fourth. Okay, so you can't get away with going super inside on that turn. Good to know. I'm still having to kind of test lines on this map because, well, I think there's a lot of lines to test here. And 2 minutes discovery is not a lot of time to figure things out. Most people getting a time on their first runs, though. I can tell by how many people reset at the same time as I did. This turn, I think you just want to take super inside, but not too inside. You still need to be set up for the little chicane after it. That was not great. It's another chicane. 90-second timer when the first person finishes does give quite a lot of time to do resets if you're trying to do two completed runs. And wide entry here so that you actually make this turn. In my previous run I didn't have nearly as much speed, which made it a lot easier, but this time it's probably good to set up wide. And then the rest of the map is pretty straightforward. There is obviously time to be saved with just having better lines, but not too much to be gained or lost in the second half of the map. Shadynook also here blocking points. I think 2 of the mappers, DD and Shady, are in the lobby as nuisance. Kern wins another round, starting to run away with it. Just had the 1 second place finish and then 2 wins for Kern Cobb, so good start. R-Tube and MacCheesy second and third on that map. Come on, let's load into the map. I'm gonna do 1 run at the 70 steering limit again. Just see how I feel. Don't think there's ever really any points which you very much want to be above 70%. Or you can kind of low jump that like I did too, getting less of the bump. Ooh, that turn is a little tricky at 70 actually, to make sure you don't understeer that. It does feel better at the end though. I think it's that little thread the needle chicane. It's scary when you have sensitive steering, so with the lower steering limit it's less sensitive. That kind of helps. Is there enough time for 3 runs? I think there should be, if my math is correct. So here, go wide, and then get a low jump, but jump to the left. That's a tricky turn also. There's a few kind of thread the needle moments on this map. I don't think I have time for 3 runs, actually. Yeah, we'll reset. Let's do this without the steering limit. Just want to see what I'm most comfortable with, because I did actually have a really nice start to this map, like in the sight reads. That was with no steering limit, so I'm just kind of figuring out what's most comfortable to me right now. No steering limit is very comfortable, actually. I could see it hurting my thumb by the end of the competition. But yeah, I do think I feel way more comfortable without a steering limit on. 5th place, so slow compared to just Mackie. Very tight times, actually. Current Comp with 1/10 lead, and then a whole bunch of people just very close together. It's going to be tough to get the maximum points in any of these rounds just because of how close everyone is on some of these maps. Could have been a better start because I was kind of wide. Try my hardest not to slide in the ice at all. A little bit of downward momentum for that jump so that you land a nice downhill part. Kind of have to oscillate that quarter pipe section so that you can come out of it easy. Oh, the car was unwilling. So fast though. Okay, 2nd place, only half a second behind Kern. I will happily be only half a second behind Current Comp on any bobsled map. That was such a good start. Oof, Mackie with the 0.4. Current has set a 0.3 on this, though. I don't know about this entry. Kind of sliding all over the place. Kind of smooth, though. And here, you kind of want to oscillate down and then back up, or else it's hard to stay on that flat wall ride section. And here, you almost want to just hold right, but not quite. I had a much less clean ending, apparently, that time. Kern coming to the end has a 0.2 already. Let's see if he improves that further. Yep, a 0.0. Kern Comp is so fast at ice. Sandal's also very good at ice. Pandaming, kind of one of the bobsled haters, but he still manages to do good on bobsled maps all the time. Looks like Round has joined late. He has 0 points right now, so maybe a little come from behind somebody to watch. Okay, this one a little bit wide. That was nice. Uh-oh, I'm too inside. Okay, just survived that turn. That's a very tricky, like, middle sector of this map, and then it opens up and is pretty easy at the final sector. Careful not to hit the wall on the right. I think that was Ping, maybe a couple other people also. Ah, stop hitting walls. Mackey's just faster than me. I'm +1 speed to my PB, and Mackey's just faster. Oh, that section's so difficult. Okay, and then if you go on the outside there also. It's a pretty learny track. There's a lot of turns. Nice wall. Not a very solid time for me on this track. Kern Cobb leading yet again. Pandamane looking good. R-Tubes looked good on this track pretty much the whole time. So Kern Cobb with 580 points, 200 points ahead of Quick Racer in second. So Kern on very good pace to get a win in this Kerki Comp, but let's see. Still a few rounds to go here. Kern with 2 more wins would be finalist in 2 rounds. And then of course he does have to win a round as finalist. I think Kern is looking very solid for first place, though. We can still fight for 2nd through 5th. Oh, I probably shouldn't take rounds where I tap the walls. Could have been a lower jump, but overall this has been a clean run so far. That checkpoint might lie. I think that might actually be into the turn a little bit. So the speed calculation is after I've started turning. It's not super reliable. Oh, little skid at the end. 0.9, is that a PB? It is a PB. 0.7 is the world record. I could probably do that. This is definitely the map that I feel very comfortable on. I ignored the plus 1.8, it's just because I hadn't started turning yet when I hit that checkpoint. Had 1 tap of an inside wall. Otherwise, this run's been fine. Oh, another tap of the wall there. Skid it out again. No improvement after all that. Tapped a couple of walls toward the end of this, that last run. That's where I lost all my time. Might want to consider a steering limit for the final corner also, because I keep seeming to skid out. It does look like 60 is what I was holding on the last time through. Set this. And that's not the easiest button for me to hit, the 60% steering limit, so we'll see. So Kern Cobb just needs top 3 on probably his best map to secure a finalist position going into Shadynook's map. Everybody else is just falling further and further behind. I've somehow managed to get my way back up to 3rd. I think everybody's struggling on this map mainly, but the Shadynook map's not easy either. Okay, pretty solid that time. 38.6, that's fine. Yeah, there's Kern, that's... yeah, there aren't going to be 3 people that beat a 37.3. No sliding, please. Okay, not too bad. See my tire indicators going yellow, which means I'm pretty heavily sliding. Yeah, this this run hasn't been too bad. I will have time for a third run as well. A lot of sliding right at the end, but it's still a good run. 38.1. That is my PB. I have just enough time for this run. Oh, big slide. As long as I get a clean landing here, it might be salvageable. Oh, Makio's very inside. That might be good, actually, because I was going for more speed conservation. But your speed just kind of gets screwed at the end anyway because of that last little corkscrew. Alright, 0.7. Pretty solid. Current into the 36s, which is insane, but I don't think we're going to be seeing him on this map, because he's won every map since the first one, where Quick Racer beat him. Other than that, Current has one out, so he should be getting the win after this. This is still actually the earliest anybody could possibly be finalist. Oh, that is so tricky. Not sure if the horde of cars in front of me is helping or hurting. On one hand, it's nice to see the line, because it is a fairly single file line. On the other hand, some of the walls are kind of hidden. Oh no, I hit the wall! Still got to finish at least. That's kind of all I need is points. Yeah, so I think that's inside. I think this is kind of inside, but you want to be prepared. Goodbye, YOLO. That turn is so hard to not, like, slide out or even get airtime. Ooh, that was nice. That was less nice. This is a very stressful map. The first half of it, in particular, is very stressful. Nice inside line there. That is good. Not entirely sure. Well, I don't have time anymore. I'm just going to keep practicing. I think Kern's got this secured. That's a world record, 41.0. It's half a second up on anybody else. That was way too wide. It's so hard. It's just these two turns. This specifically is very hard, but the next turn's kind of hard, and then after that, it's fine, except for that wall at the end that I hit. So Kerki Comp wins as fast as you possibly could in Kerki Comp. 9 maps and out. The rest of us, it's gonna be a while before anyone else even gets finalist. 530 points. 3 more rounds before we even have another finalist. Okay, I've lost 1.6 speed immediately. Oh, no, I haven't. Just weird checkpoint placements, I guess. Again, if I tap a wall, I don't think it's worth keeping. So, certainly if I tap a rock like that, it's not worth keeping. $41.8 from Sandals, I can beat that. Alright, pretty good. Just a little worried coming up to that jump, but actually got away with that pretty good. Can't believe I didn't hit that rock on the inside. No! Man! I'm trying to optimize this track now, and it's making it way harder than it should be. I'm never gonna get that start again. The one turn where I got so close to the rock. That was not bad. Let's turn a little bit more here this time so I don't get the air time, and that should make this turn way easier. And then this little section is scary. Man, I was up so much on my PB though. Now it's just 7th. 42.068. Hand him in with the 0.7 is very fast. I think, did Curran break the 0.7? Yeah, he got a 0.6 last time. Otherwise, that's the fastest time we've seen so far. Does that put Panda into the lead in points also? No, Quick Racer. Oh, I'm still in second. And Sandals. Wow, that's very close. I think we've just been trading off, like, who's been good at each map, so Curran's been running away with all the wins, and nobody else has been getting, like, consistent podiums even, so there's no clear second placer, and instead just a huge bunch of people with the same amount of points. Big slide. Let's try this this Mackie line. I'm guessing I'm going to be lower on speed, but up in time. Kind of. Even in time, super low on speed. I was also sideways coming out of the last ice section, which is not good. I could just get this bobsled section clean, which is not easy. That was probably about as clean as it's going to be, though. This track is one that I do have time for 3 runs as well. Nice. Yeah, up in time, not down that much speed, and I wasn't sideways coming out of the ice this time. We were just barely leading over Sandals. Could have been more left at the start. Oof, yeah, that actually loses a 10th and a half. A little bit wider that time. Make sure we do the oscillation so I don't fall off the track. That's what Romans did in front of me. That's why you oscillate. I don't think that's an improvement. Yeah. Round with the 0.3. Wow, that's a good time. Round still coming from behind. Quick Racer really struggling on this map. This is the second time I've seen him down at the bottom of the first page. And that's going to put me up into the lead. We're going to pretend Curran doesn't exist, because he kind of doesn't anymore. It's a new race, and it's all very close up here. Oh wow, so a couple people do go to the left there and seem to get away with it. Ah man, with the speed, that's so hard. This is, you know, like I said, this was going to be a showdown map, and showdown maps are hard. Okay, nice. So you can turn left a little bit earlier than I think there. I'm kind of approaching that little bump wrong. Oh yeah, then you do want to run to the outside in preparation for CP6. And let's try not to hit this wall. Don't do what Merrill did. Style points finished, though. Oh, I thought for sure I was going to clip the wall on the right side. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I figured out that turn now. That's much more comfortable. Let's run out a little bit wider here this time. Nice, that's pretty clean. Big PB. 41.2. Round with the 40.8. Round really is coming from behind. Sturbin with speed coming to the finish. Oh, plus Micron with a flip coming to the finish. Tommy Gaming as well. I think silly finishes are becoming my new favorite thing in Zapegist. It's 2 days in a row where it's just been entertaining to watch the end of the track. Oh, Sandals does beat me there. Does that put us back tied in points? Yeah, it does. Ooh, using the rock to help me turn. I'm not too far behind. Every track has like that turn, I swear. It's kind of, it is a very similar story to the DD map where it's just a couple chicanes on this track that will kill you. Nice smooth layout though. That's probably why I'm doing well in this Kerki, because 2 of the maps are just smooth layout, flow. I never know what to call it, but basic flow tracks. And then the other one is partial ice, which is why I'm doing well at that one. Because normally I struggle to hang on to the top 5 in Kerki, but right now I'm right in the battle for second. I think I'm gonna need an improvement if I want to get finalist after this round, though. Oof. And this is scary. No improvement. I think I'm fine if it's top 10. I don't know if it's 8th or 10th. I think it's 10th that's the cutoff, so I should be good here. Got a couple places to spare. Quick Racer wins this one again. So Sandals and myself become finalists. We were tied in points coming into it. Quick Racer, Pandamain still a little bit off, and me another ways back, but Anmi could get finalists this round as well. I think I'd prefer to be finalist on DD's map, but this is a fairly good one for me. The problem is going to be beating just somebody random, like round 1 this last time. If he does that again, that's going to be pretty hard to beat. Okay, that was among the smoothest that I've done the ice section, though. Pretty much everyone does that inside line. Way off to the side of the track. I didn't get the finish. How is that possible? Sandals did get the finish. Saw Quick Racer was also on my line that was just way on the side there. And of course it's a way less clean bobsled section this time. I do have time for 3 runs though. I'm sideways. 37.2. Yeah, I should have reset that earlier, but I realized 37.2 is a crazy time. It's about as good of a start as I can get. This needs to be very clean. I was so early into the bobsled, but that might work. Okay, that's about as clean as that's gonna get. It's a good run. This is the part where dreams die, though. It's always that section. Okay, that was very clean. I don't think it's 0.2 pace. No, it's not. Round again very fast on this track. Pandamain as well. Looks like Sandals is going to take second, though. What is that on GTR? Is that second fastest? Yeah, it is. So Sandals, another ice enjoyer, gets second on that track. I think, for one, I'm going to turn players off before I forget. This might be a good map for me. Pandamain is also finalist, and me just quite doesn't make it, and neither does Quick Racer. This is going to be a tough map for me to win on, but not impossible. Especially now that I figured out that turn, I'm much better at this track. It's not the cleanest run ever, but it's a good run. 41.5, my PP is a 0.29, so this is 0.2 pace. 0.1, I guess. Cool. That's great. I like that. Round did set at 40.8 last time. Oh, Orcan's getting close also. That's my speed here. I do have time to reset. It's on par. Oh, man, yeah, that was... I didn't have time to reset anymore at that point, though. Jake adjacent, very close. Is anybody gonna snipe me? YOLO job knocks 2 Kaioken. Oops, sniped Archie Bowder, finalist. Here comes Pandamain. Oh, Panda! How dare you! Sturbin drifting to the end. Matic D, Meryl, and me will get finalist with that. R-Tube. No snipe from R-Tube. 4th horse with good speed also. Pandamain somehow beats me. Did Quick Racer DNF? Quick Racer is still not finalist. Quick Racer, you just had to get a time. Alright, well back to this map, which is the map I enjoy the most, but also the map I don't want to still have Quick Racer to face. It's also a map that everyone else is doing really good on. Top the wall there. Seem to have lost speed to those around me. Yeah, okay. Out of my way, guys. Let me see. $41.9 so far. Oh, please and me. Can't read the leaderboard right now. I'm focused. $41.6. Oof, that is fast. I am fast though. That was insane. It's not 0.6 pace there, is it? Clean final turn, only 0.8. I think most people are going on the left side on that little bump jump, where I've been going crossing right to left, or that's tight. I can try that. It's the only place I can think of. Otherwise, it doesn't really feel like there's 2/10 to be gained. right here. I think people are staying left side. Do maybe a little bit less turning on this corner as well. Oh yeah, that was a little bit cleaner. Again, though, I'm not going to gain 2/10 of this. And I'm not going to get to the finish either. Quick Racer does win, finally gets finalist. Jake, Jason, and R2 will also join us. So 5 finalists now, going back over to the ice map, which has been a good one for me, and a really bad one for Quick Racer. Minus 1.4 speed. Pretty decent start, I suppose. Minus 1, maybe not, I don't know. Let's see how this section goes. This is the map Round keeps doing really good on also. A little bit wide there. Quick Racer 38.0 is not super fast. Hopefully I don't crash into the finish ring here. Okay, 0.4, that's good. No, Round! See, it's Round again! 0.47, 200ths. This is revenge for last time when Round got blocked the entire competition. Okay, that's probably the cleanest I've done that. I'm very far to the right side. I can get to the next checkpoint split. I'm gonna assume this is slow. I think I was too far to the right, coming out of the ice. Quite slidey. Very slidey. What the hell is going on? Let's go for the inner. Nobody else coming to the finish. Not on a good run at least. So Round blocks again. Improves to a 0.31. Mac Cheesy and Round become finalists now. Round having joined late. We go back to Shadynook's map. Surely one of us has to win at this point. 7 finalists. Still 2 winners' spots left. The beginning of this track is so difficult, with speed at least. Oh, it's so hard. 41-1 from Quick Racer, so I would need a PB. That feels good. A little bit wide, but I don't hit the wall. I did skid a little. I hit that wall, which might mess me up. No, it's fine. I'm just down, though. Does it recover? It doesn't. Oh, these guys are too good. I can't beat them. Oh, there's time, there's time, there's time. Oh, I messed up again. Ah, this track is so hard. Round again. Round might actually get 4th place here. He does better when coming in late than when he's here the whole time. And me coming to the finish is one of the finalists. I think that's adjacent. Oh, Mac Cheesy hits the wall, and me goes third, so Round is gonna get fourth. I get one more chance now. One more chance at the DD map, which is the one that I like, but I just don't have the pace. Also, Quick Racer's very good on that map. Okay, terrible start. Might keep players on. Quick Racer also had the same start, I guess. Since I'm missing some speed from somewhere, it would be good to know what Quick Racer's doing. Just resetting over and over, I guess. Probably go a little bit tighter for that turn. Good ending, 41.83. Currently leading, but Quick Racer is probably going to beat that. Jake Adjacent beats it with the .70. Oof, that is fast. So Dropper's left side. Is this and me right on me there? He goes right side with me. A little bit more inside than I did on the previous run. Just give me 10th. This is my final run. Clean ending. Oh yes, let's go! Oh my gosh. Does Quick Racer have time for another run? There's Jake Adjacent. Nope, Jake messed up the end. R-Tube. A crash. Here comes Quick Racer. This has been his map for most of the competition. Can he snipe me back? No, he doesn't! Oh my god! Anybody else? Anyone else coming with speed? No. Oh my goodness, wow, that was a stressful run. My finger was twitching around one of the turns. I was so stressed. Oh my goodness, wow, what an ending. Oh, thank goodness. That was such a good start for me in Kerki Comp, which I don't usually get. I'm so glad I was able to at least get 5th with that. Oof. Alright, GG's. Thank you guys for watching this video. Anything about Kerki Comp, join Mackey's Discord. I'll link it in the description below. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!